Okay, so welcome to the lecture, guys. Now in this lecture we are going to talk about indexing and a partition. Now both of this technique is been used to optimize your query in a different manners. So obviously one is a logical one and one is a physical one. So when I'm going to talk about the indexes, I'm going to explain you that index works in a logical manner and partition works in a physical manner. But yeah, at the end of the day, so both is been used to optimize the query. So what we can do is that one by one, so we can try to see the example, and then with the help of example, let's try to understand. So I will be using mostly the same table and the column which I have been using so far, and with the help of that, so I'm going to explain you that how indexing is going to work and how basically partitioning is going to work for all of us. So let's start the indexing. Okay, so here first of all we have to understand that how indexing is going to work and how we are going to create a indexing, and internally what it is going to do. So whenever we are going to create a indexing, so internally what system does is that what MySQL system is going to do is that it is going to create a structure, basically a B tree kind of a structure, because most of the databases is going to create a B tree kind of a structure, and it is going to map a column values with the physical row location. So that is something that it is going to do. Now how? Let me show you that part. So here I'm going to use a same database. Let's suppose I'm going to use the same database. So use this customer. Yeah, fine. Now, so after doing this, let's suppose I have to create the indexes. So I can write a query over here. So create INDEX index, fine. And then I can try to like name my index. So IDX customer, let's suppose city. So inside this customer table, so we have a city column. Yeah, we have basically a city column. Now for this city column, so I'm going to create a indexes, means so it will try to create a B tree, a binary tree it is going to create, and then its city column wise it is going to like whatever like a different kind of a cities column that we have, so it is going to segregate the data. Yeah, segregate the data, not physically, just logically. So create indexes this one, and then on, so I have to write on, so on this customer table, so this is the customer table, and on this, inside this customer table there is a city column. So just try to take a city column and then try to create a binary tree. Now what is the advantage I will be able to get? I'll show you that part. So here index has been created, duplicate key name index. Okay, so I think I have already created this indexes, so let me drop this indexes, and then I'm going to recreate once again. So drop index, and then this is the index name. I have already created it when I was preparing my material. So drop index and then ID customer city on a customer table. Yeah, this is going to basically drop the index. Okay, index dropped. Now this is something which has been used to create a indexes. So again, I'm going to execute the same part, and then I'm going to create the indexes. So here, if I'm going to execute this, index has been created. Now, what is the advantage that I will be able to get with indexes, without indexes? So see, if we are trying to create an indexes with the city name, right? Now here, if I'm trying to write that select a star from customers, right? So it is going to give me all the data. Now here, select a star from customers, it is going to give me all the data. Now we have a multiple cities over here, so we can try to find out even a distinct city. That's completely fine. So what this operation will do is that based on the distinct city, it will try to segregate the data. So let's suppose if I'm trying to filter out a data going forward with the help of cities, so it will directly go to that city instead of like going through one by one record. So what it will do is it will directly go to that particular city, and then it will try to extract all the information. So in this manner, so we are trying to avoid parsing all the other data set. So let's suppose we have hundreds of cities. So every time I will write some sort of a queries, it will look into all the records from 100 cities, right? But if we have created a indexes, in that case, it will just go and look into only that city, because we have created a indexes based on the cities. So now it understands, and it will be able to target only that particular city if I'm going to write a query based on city, only on city, not for all the other things, right? For example, so if I'm going to write a query something like this, so select basically a star, select a star from customers, right? Where city is equals to Chicago. Yeah, city is equals to Chicago. So now if I'm going to execute it, it is able to give me a data. Now nothing new, right? Nothing new. So not a different kind of a query. So even this is the normal query and I will be able to get the data anyhow. But how this query is different, right? When we have created an index, and how this query is going to be different when we will not be able to create the indexes, how it is going to different in both the situation. So there is a command called as explain analyze, right? So in front of all the queries that you are going to execute, just try to put up this explain analyze and then try to execute it. So it is not going to give you an output. It is going to give you basically something like this. Now it is telling me that index lookup on customer using IDX customer city Chicago, right? Cost is 2.75, row is equals to 20, actual time is this much, 0.050 something, and row is equals to 20, loop is equals to 1. Execute this once again, right? Execute this once again. So now here you will be able to find out that it is trying to look into 20 records, right? And only 20 records, and then I'm able to get the data. Now just drop the indexes. So we have our index, right? Drop it, right? Drop the indexes. So index has been dropped. Now again try to, right? Again try to execute it with the analyze. See, output wise you are going to get the same thing, right? There is no difference, right? So output wise you will be able to get the same thing. But just try to click on explain analyze, and then here you will be able to see that this time it is not, right? So this time it is not looking into the indexes. So first of all, row is equals to 100 loop 1. So in a loop 1, so it is a one time loop, it is looping through it, and rows is equals to 100. So table scan on customers, cost this one, actual time this one, and it is looking into hundreds of rows, and out of those hundreds of rows it is trying to extract what? So it is trying to extract only 20 record which belongs to city Chicago. That's the difference, right? This is what I was trying to tell you, that if I have not created the indexes, right? If I have not created indexes, in that case, it is looking into all the 100 records, and then out of that 20 record, it is trying to fetch. If I have implemented the indexes, and that too index has been implemented on cities, right? So my system knows that, okay, fine. So this is the city data. So for Chicago, I don't have to look into all the 100 records. I just have to look into just this subset of the record. So it was just looking into a subset of record, and I was able to get my data. So that is the advantage of indexes, guys. You all will be able to get. It's pretty much easy to create it. It's not at all difficult. Easy to create indexes. Easy to even like drop the indexes. Now let's suppose if I would like to create indexes on top of two columns, customer ID and a product column on a sales table. I can do that, right? I can do that. So indexes will be created, IDX, sales, customer, product, and yeah, so I will be able to get that. Now if I'm writing a query, something like this, right? So where I'm using customer ID as well as product. So based on the customer ID and based on the product, it has already created the indexes. And now if I'm going to execute it, yeah, I will be able to get the data, but that's not an interesting part. The interesting part is explain, analyze, right? That without index, how it is going to behave, and with indexes, how it is going to behave for me. So here, so product ID row, so row 3, so like a cost this one, actual time this one, and customer ID 10, product is equal to laptop. So already I have created basically indexing I have done based on the customer ID and the product. So directly it will be able to fetch the information. So if I have not created this one, then in that case it will not be able to fetch the information. Now, so doesn't mean, so obviously we are able to optimize the query, but that doesn't mean that for everything I will go ahead and I'll try to create the indexes, because there is a drawback, right? There is a drawback. So there is a pros and there is a cons. So first of all, let's talk about a pros. So pros is like whenever you are going to use a where clause, join clause, order by clause, or group by clause, obviously it is going to improve the performance. That's true, right? That's true that it is going to improve the performance. But indexes can even hurt your performance. That is also possible. So whenever you are going to do a frequent insert, update, and a delete operation, so again it creates a overhead, because with every insert it is supposed to update the indexes, with every update it is supposed to update the indexes, with every delete it is supposed to delete the indexes. So if you are doing a frequent insert, update, delete operation with respect to a table, it's not advisable to create indexes in a very first place, because it is going to increase the overhead. It is going to increase the compute overhead on top of the data, because it has to realign the entire binary tree, right? And yeah, so if you have a small tables, right, with a very small number of record, 2, 5, 10, 100 records, in that case you can directly like use tables and its queries without creating indexes. It's not like necessary. And again, so when it is going to hurt you more and more, so when you have too many indexes, so let's suppose for everything I have created the indexes, so again it is going to increase a wastage of memory, and when you will try to perform the right operation, it is going to be slow, because at the end of the day, whatever indexes that you have created, it has to update it, right? It has to update it. So simple. So here in this case, you don't have to create indexes. Now indexes is completely fine. It's a logical separation that we are trying to perform. Yeah, logical performance, a logical separation that we are trying to perform. There is something called as partition. So how I will be able to create a partition, and how partition is different from the indexes. So partition is something, so where it will be able to divide a data physically. So it will try to store a data into a different space, right? Divide a data. And whenever we are going to create a table, at that point of a time only, we have to create a partition on some of the column values. So let me show you that part as well, guys. So let's suppose if I'm going to create a table called as sales 2 table. So I have already created one, and sales table is already available. So let's suppose I'm creating a sales 2 table. These are the column that we have, right? These are the column that we have. Now primary key, sales ID and sales date. So sales ID and the sales date. So I'm going to consider that as a primary key, a combined primary key I'm going to consider, right? So now here I have written in this at the time of creation of table itself that partition by range, right? Partition by range, year, sales date. And I'm trying to give a partition name over here, that okay, so partition this one, this one, this one, and this one try to create, and then partition this one try to create based on the value which is lesser than 2021, a sales date basically, right? So based on this date, so try to perform the partition operation. Now what it is going to do, so it is going to create a table, and when you are going to, so table has been created, right? Table has been created over here. Now so table has been created. Now, so whenever you are going to insert a data, right? Whenever you are going to insert a data, so it will try to insert a data based on the partition that you have given. Means before that, let me do one thing. So let me show you how and what kind of a partition which has been created. So here I'm just trying to give like a table named sales 2, right? Sales 2. I will show you information with respect to table. So this is the information of the partition. So see what it has done. It has created a sales 2 table, right? And inside that it has created a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 physical space, right? Physical space. Now, so one space will be holding all the data lesser than 2021. One space will be holding all the data lesser than 2022, 2023, 2024, and then whatever is the max value, whatever the other values. So it will be holding all the data. So in a 5 different places, I'm holding all of this data into a 5 different places, means 5 different, you can say a folder. I'm holding all of this data set in a complete 5 different folder. I'm holding this particular data set. Now, so when I say that, okay, in a 5 different places, I'm holding this entire data set, right? Entire data set. So it is going to improve my performance. So instead of looking into the whole data set, let's suppose if I'm trying to do some sort of a search with respect to this year, it will not look into other location. It will not look into other location, right? It will not look into other folder. Just imagine as a folder, this one, right? So it will not even look into other folder. So what it will do is it will directly look into that particular year, and from that particular year, it will try to fetch the data. Same is going to happen even at the time of insertion. So for example, if I'm trying to insert this record in a sales 2 table, right? Sales 2 table. So we have 2021. Now if I'm going to insert this record, yeah, so it will be able to insert it. It will be able to insert it. And whenever I'm going to fetch this record, so it will not look into everything, but just a partition for this one, right? Just a partition for this one. So this is how the guys partition is going to work, by the way. And with the help of partition, so we can try to segregate a data, but it is segregating a data, right? It is segregating a data on a physical label, means by creating a different kind of a folder as per the partition which I have given at the time of creation of the table. it is trying to hold those data. And then when you are going to give a query, so it is going into that particular folder, and then from that it is trying to scan the data and give it to you as an outcome. So hope partition and indexing we are able to understand. We are going to do a lot of problem statement over here, right, going forward with respect to all of this concept. But yeah, so till then, try to learn as much as you can. Till then, try to understand things in a best possible manner, and then obviously you will be able to solve the problems, right? With that, thank you so much everyone. Take care and see you again in my next lecture.